Hi guys, this is my third and final video on the update of counterfeit Dior Poison perfume, which I won on the UK eBay auction site. I did my first two videos. The first video talks about how to recognize a counterfeit Dior Poison perfume, the vintage version, and the second video deals with what to do when you are in possession of a counterfeit perfume. If you are not able to watch the first video, for some reason I wasn't able to get hold of it on YouTube, watch my second video, and don't worry because this will be just a recap basically of the first video. But here I have two products, and I'm pretty sure you should be able to guess by now which one is the real deal and which one is the fake. Right, so this is the fake, which I received from eBay auction, and this is the bottle that came with it, and this is the vintage Eau de Toilette splash, which I received today, and this is the vintage box. Now you can tell from these two boxes this is counterfeit because you can see the gold embossing is totally flat. It's a matted color, and this was supposedly sealed, but yes, of course, I mean, when I did receive it in my first video, I did mention that you could very easily tease this off, but in genuine authentic perfumes you would have to rip the cellophane off and you won't be able to put it back. So and the other thing is that Christian Dior never manufactured poison in the Eau de Parfum version as this box claims to be 100 ml. It was first launched in 1985 in a Eau de Toilette EDT version, splash version, then the spray version, this is splash, and then Esprit de Parfum. And then they had the pure perfume or perfume, which was 7.5 ml. As I have said in my other two videos, please go on to raidersoftheLostScent.blogspot.co.uk. That gives a very good tutorial on how to recognize vintage Dior Poison perfumes. Now I'm going to show you the vintage one. So this is the box. You can see nice embossing there. This obviously didn't come sealed, but I purchased this from ebay.com from a seller who is based in Spain, and the seller had actually listed the bottle and the box together so I could see what I was getting, whereas for this counterfeit it was only listed just the box alone. There was no bottle listed, so there was no way of telling what was actually coming my way. Back to the vintage bottle, you can see this is 100 ml Eau de Toilette. There is a reference number on the box, and the bottom of the box, you can see it says 30 Avenue Hoche. There is no barcode because this was a pre-barcode era, which was before 1990. So this is from the 1980s. If this had the cellophane seal wrap, then I would have been able to tell you the date it was manufactured, because the 4-digit batch code, which was obviously after 1990, but before 1990 it used to come with a 5 or 6-digit batch code, which was printed on the cellophane. So that's what I said, if you removed the cellophane you would end up losing the batch code. But this is the vintage, like I said to you, because it was 30 Avenue Hoche before 1990, and after 1990 Dior manufactured the poison version, but they had batch code at the bottom. Now in this fake one, they've done it relatively well in faking the batch code. So this is what it would look in the vintage post 1990 Poison Dior, and also they moved the address to 33 Avenue Hoche. As you can see in this fake one, there is no 4-digit batch code on the cellophane. And as I mentioned in my last video, this has been verified by 2 different Dior retailers to be 100% counterfeit. And this is going to be going soon to Dior headquarters in France for official verification. And also it will be destroyed by the Dior head office. So they will not be returning it back to the UK. As for the vintage poison, if there are people out there who are interested in purchasing the vintage poison from the 1980s, I would recommend going on to etsy.com, etsy.com, and there is a highly reputable seller who is based in Russia. The seller sells under the ID of My Scent, and this guy has got the Esprit de Perform, the EDT in the spray format, the splash format like this one. He's also got the Pure Perform. So he's got 100% feedback, a highly reputable seller, and I would highly recommend purchasing any vintage Poison Dior from etsy.com. As for eBay auction sites, well, this one I purchased from ebay.com and this was from eBay UK. So regardless, wherever you're purchasing any vintage Dior perfumes, please make sure that you ask the seller to send you the batch code and the images of the box and the perfume bottle. If it's a sealed box, then you can tell from the look of the box on the, you know, the photo and the images that is listed, and plus it should come with a batch code which is printed on the cellophane, so that will actually tell you the date it was, the year it was manufactured. So as you can see, this counterfeit doesn't have any. And also make sure that whoever you're purchasing the vintage perfume from, that they have 100% feedback, because that is very crucial. And I have mentioned in my previous video to this one what to do if you are in possession of a fake counterfeit perfume. Very important. Do not spray it because it contains hazardous chemicals. You have to escalate it with eBay and PayPal, and then report to the seller, to Trading Standard and Action Police Fraud UK if you are based in the UK. If you are outside the UK, then obviously you contact your relevant agencies or authorities that investigate counterfeit products and perfumes, and also sellers who are selling counterfeit items. I hope this video was useful, and basically I mentioned before and I'm mentioning it now, I learned it the hard way, but I'm taking this as positive experience, and I wanted to share this information with you. So if you did find it useful, then I would love to receive your feedback and suggestions. So thank you very much for watching, and I hope you found this video useful. Thanks. Take care. Bye bye.